in the Canterbury region, Christchurch today has been a massive tragedy with some unbelievable things happening with some shooting, and the loss of life has been horrific, and the numbers are climbing into the 30s as we speak, I believe. So we would like to pay a moment's respect for our friends and families and the people of the Canterbury and Christchurch region. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Our thoughts go to those in Christchurch.
Bella's okay.
So good afternoon everybody and welcome back to Fraser Park for the next game of the Waitakere Bears versus the Saints. We're going to mute because we just have to deal with background music which can put us in copyright, but we'll be underway shortly and the audio will come back then. We'll see you soon.
Women's Open Club National Championship. I'm Jason Goodies, aka Chop, on behalf of the Hutt Valley Softball Association. We present to you Saints will take the field, taking on Waitakere Bears. assessment.
Okay, we are underway. Obviously, Saints versus Waitakere Bears. They do have a ground announcer, so we'll probably let him do most of the talking in this one. But just bear in mind, if we do mute the audio, is purely because when they do play music, it can put us into a copyright problem. Okay, so just about to get underway. Line up for the Bears this evening. On the hill will be Tyler Morrison. She'll be pitching to Araha Nona. Michelle Fletcher will take up first. Isha Hooper in second. Rebecca Bromhead will play third with Brooklyn Timu in shortstop. We've got Taylor Maxwell out in left field. Courtney Walker starting in centre field. And rounding out the starting nine is Tegan Bromhead in right field. Kyla Bromhead is taking a break in this one, and Michaela Cross is your DR for this game. Two down, both inside. Two and one the count. Popped up. That'll head out over the first base line. Two into the count. Popped again. That'll foul back up and over. So we see a lead-off batter for the Saints. Looking just to do the job, get on deck. Floating one in there. That'll stack her up now. 3 into the count. So in the box currently is number 55, Erin Blackmore, playing left field for the Saints tonight. Punch down. Well, that was quick enough. Straight into the glove of Fletcher, waiting at 1. Almost a reflex catch on that occasion. Either way, we'll take it. So that will bring into the box number 7, Kerry Simeon, the catcher for Saints. First one's down, called strike. Flying out. So that'll head out over the first base line. It'll go foul. She'll come back and have another shot. Morrison just throwing a bit of resin on the hands. Big hit out to left field. That's gone all the way out. And that will give Simeon a stand-up double. Getting Saints off to Aurora. That'll bring up number 61, Angela Stubbs. Again, punched out into the pocket in left field. So another punch just behind first base there, falling in the pocket. Tegan Bromhead in right field coming in quickly, but Saints now with runners in the corners, striking distance. And that'll bring up number 19, Brooke McNamara. Ball a bit high, just the one out so far for the Saints. Another big deep hit. Walker diving for it, but not going to get there in time. They'll play the cut. But a huge drive out to the left field. Walker with an exceptional dive, but just could not slot it into the glove. 2 RBIs brought in with a stand-up double. Saints jumping out to that early lead.
The first 2 runs in the ball game. The Saints off the back of McNamara there.
So just a bit of a confab here. Just 1 down so far. Yeah, I've got it here. So in the box currently is, pardon me, number 6, Kira Shaw, which is the DP for the Saints today. First one down for her, a bit low. Hit, it's driven straight up, and that will head out over the top. So it brings her to 1-1. Down the centre, called strike. One and two. Lining up now. Just on the inside. Popped up again. It's short. Timu dropping back in short. Beautiful drop back. Probably went out about 10, 12 feet out to the outfield, but comfortably taking that catch and bringing up the second out for the Saints. That'll bring up number 23, Michaela Budge. Down the centre, called strike. Another pop up, that'll fly up and over. On the outside. Ball high, pass ball. So McNamara will head down to third. Striking rate distance again. 2 down here, just need the runner, just need the batter. Down on the dirt. Araha, no, having to get low for that one. And fouled back. And a swing and a miss for the third, and the third out for the Saints. We'll be back heading into the top of the second. Saints leading this one 2-0. Okay, welcome back. Top of the second here at Fraser Park. First one down for Maxwell. Hit and fouled back. On the inside. Evened up, 1-on-1 the count. Driven, but that'll hit foul down one. And down the centre for a call, so Maxwell will head back in. No reward on that one. One down for the Bears. Next up, number 1, Michelle Fletcher. On the inside. 1-0. Called strike. He was it up on Fletcher, 1-1. And beautifully hit over the top of third. Fletcher will go through comfortably, giving Bears their first runner on for the second inning. Nuku will bring in the DR, so Michaela Cross will come out. Swap with Fletcher, and that will bring into the box Number 12, Araha Noa. Just on the inside edge, strike called. Driven down. So they'll take no at first. But in doing so, Michaela Cross will advance to 2. And bring up the next in the lineup for the Bears, which is number 11, Courtney Walker. Fell back. Walker bunting, that just fouling that one back. Shot straight back into her helmet, clipped her face. Bit of a shake, bit of a rattle, but she looks okay. Cross with a nice jump. She'll have to head back. Bunt laid down by Walker. And they will get her at first to end the inning for the Bears. No score for the Bears. Saints still leading this one, 2 runs to 0. We'll be back in a sec. Okay, here we go. Welcome back. Bottom of the second. First one down from Morrison. Called strike. So number 46. Lace Tangiano in the box for the Saints. Popped up. And Fletcher will come off first and comfortably take that catch in foul ball territory for the first out. Nice throw there from Rebecca, straight across to Michelle Fletcher at 1. She'll claim the second out. So 2 down for the Saints. That'll bring up number 29, Riley Watt. Going for the bunt, that'll foul back. Just some of me. So swing and a miss brings up the third out for the Saints. We'll be back in a second, heading into the top of the third. Okay, welcome back. Top of the third here at Fraser Park in Wellington. Back to the top of the order for the Bears. So in the box currently number 7, Aisha Hooper. On the inside, ball 1.
Hooper goes to short spot. Very good. Kenny winning out there to Hooper.
So Hooper not able to get there in time. 1 down for the Bears, and that will bring up number 6, Tegan Bromhead. Punch from Bromhead, but straight to second. 2 down. Brings back into the box number 34, Brooklyn Timu. Driven down to the pitcher. Timu running hard, but half a step short, so she won't get there. We'll be back heading into the bottom of the third. Saints leading this one 2 runs to 0. Okay, welcome back. Back to the top of the order. So it looks like Saints making a couple of changes. If we can pick up on those, we'll bring them to you. Down the centre, strike called. And held up for the fourth ball. So Aaron Blackmore will head on down to first on a freebie. So number 7, Kiri Simeon in the box for the Saints. Runner on 1. And they'll be trying hard to try and extend this. Popping out of Noah's glove. Driven back down to Morrison. She'll check 2. Play 1. They'll take the runner. Take the batter. So nice work there by Morrison just to hold her up. Take the quick out from Fletcher at 1. And that'll bring up number 61, Angela Stubbs. Swung and fell back. Nice spot. Couldn't get the blue to raise the arm though. Popped up. Bromhead will move right. She'll take the catch right on the fence line. Beautiful work by Rebecca Bromhead there. Could have quite easily been a massive collision on that fence. But took the catch and again held that runner at 2. 2 down now for the Saints. That brings into the box number 19, Brooke McNamara. Big deep drive. Maxwell lining up comfortably on that in right field, and she will take the catch to end the innings for the Saints. Saints couldn't bring any more in. Still a 2-0 lead though. We'll be back in a sec. head in the box. Tried to drop that bunt down, just got that little roll back, which took it foul. Otherwise, she would have been safe at first all day long. She took off down that line, humming. So we may just hang this headset up in a minute. They're doing a fair bit of ground announcing, and might just leave it for an inning. See if it picks up the voice. Otherwise, it sounds like we've got a horrific bilingual echo in the background. From here punching down, played the short, couldn't quite get it that time. About a half a foot short on the run to one. One down for the Bears.
Not taking enough. Hale will go down to first base. That'll bring out the designated runner, Michaela Cross. Up to bat now, the left fielder, number 17. Taylor, Maxwell. Drops in foul territory. Ranging a long way was Angela Stubbs, the second basewoman. Play. Winning out to Inoka, shovels that to Stubbs to get the lead runner. Only 2 outs there on the fielder's choice. Michelle Fletcher, first basewoman, she steps in there. Outside pick-off pitch. Going anywhere as Maxwell at first base. Hard hit ball from Fletcher, second hit of the ball game for her. This one to centre. First one went to right. With 2 outs here, they are going to bring in a runner for Fletcher at first base. They will bring to the ball game to run. It is Tanil Omatane. trained by 2 runs. And they had 2 runners on, albeit with 2 outs. Back off the bat of 1
Okay, so getting a bit of feedback that it is quite muffled, so we'll persevere, and if we hear the background noise, we'll just have to go to mute when the music comes on. So in the box, Noah. Another good ball, but fouled back. Runners are 1 and 2. They'll say put a runner in, so Tanila Matangi on first. Taylor Maxwell out on second. Down on the dirt. It's a nice block by the catcher. And punched by Noah. That'll fall in the gap. So Maxwell will come round. Amatangi's coming too. They've fumbled it in the outfield. Going down, she'll slide in. They've forgotten about Noah, so she's going to hit off to 2. And just like that, the scores have evened up 2 apiece with a double from Noah. Beautiful running there by the girls, but just shows that little bit of confusion in the outfield, and the whole world can change in a blink of an eye. Plenty of the crowd sitting next to me getting excited. I think a few of them might need to whip off for a little tinky break in a minute. Down the centre, Amatangi stealing. It's an overthrow. She's going to come round and she will come in safe. Bears take the lead, 3 runs to 2. And this is what it's all about. Turn the pressure on and see who cracks first. So obviously in the box is number 11, Courtney Walker. Another very competent batter for the Bears. Lining up. Got a nice piece, but that'll foul out over 1. On the outside. So starting to really get into this game now. Have the added advantage. Daughter just arrived from Auckland, so she's switching for me, which means that I can actually keep my eyes on the game and instead of on the iPad. Pulled in the rise ball. 2 and 2 the count on Walker. Punch down, straight back to the pitcher. And they will play first for the 3rd out and a side away. Not before the damage was done. Bears bringing 3 in, so they lead this 3 runs to 2. We'll be back in a second with some more fantastic action. going into the bottom of the fourth here. Currently in the box, Kiri Shaw for the Saints. On the inside. 2-0 the count. Don't worry about it, someone's watching that. Down the centre. Strike called. Moves it to 2-1. Hit hard and deep. Deflected off Clark's glove. She had to jump for it, but just could not quite snag it. Either way, though, she stopped the double. Okay, so we just had to go and adjust one of the cameras that dropped out for us. Swing and a miss.
And it comes around the back, but it doesn't matter because
so struck out on the third there, so the runner heading to 2 doesn't count. Plenty of action in that one. We'll be back in a second, heading into the top of the 5th. Welcome back. Top of the 5th here at Fraser Park. Waitakere Bears versus the Saints. Back to the top of the order for the Bears in the box. Number 7, Aisha Hooper.
7 or 9?
The inside edge for a strike called. So darkness falling here. And a swing and a miss by Hooper on the drop.
Oh, that was a re-entry for us.
On the outside, good hold by Hooper. So as always, we like to give a shout out to our sponsor, Hollywood Fish Farm. Without their help, we wouldn't be doing this through the season, and we certainly wouldn't be down here at the clubs in Wellington. So a massive thank you to them. And if you do get a chance, go across to their Facebook page, have a look, give them a like. They do a full online service nationwide, and they're a fantastic team to deal with. Down low for Hooper. Also need to make a shout out too to Bryce Hooper. The new adverts that we've got for the Waitakere Bears have been given to us to use courtesy of him, so a big thank you to Bryce. On the inside, great to be able to put some content on there that is specific to the Bears. So that'll be the 4th on Hooper. She'll head on down to 1st. And that'll bring into the box number 6, Tegan Bromhead.
That's on your forearms, not your back.
So Bromhead presenting the bunt. Just ricocheting off her arms, sort of thing, because the arms are out there for the bunt. They're not calling it hit by pitch. foul off on the first one. Pop down. Bit of a roller. They'll take Bromhead going to 1. So a nice sacrifice punt by her. And she has moved Hooper through to 2. So just getting a wee bit of interference here with cameras just freezing up a little bit on us. So we'll leave you with the action and we'll see if we can make a change to that one again. Bunt laid in again by Timu. They'll take the runner heading to 1, and again Hooper now moves through to 3. So we'll stay on this view and I'll go and see if I can adjust the camera. Driven hard by Bromhead out to left field. She'll go through for the single, and in doing so will bring Isha Hooper home with an RBI to Bromhead.
Is this coming back in?
I'll get out of your way of trying. Okay, so some more changes coming in. Karina Hale being brought in to pitch. Tyler Morrison will take a break. And unfortunately we have had a camera's drop out. I think it may be the switching gear, so we don't want to shut the feed down for the game and do a reset. We'll continue on with just the camera behind home plate, and we'll make sure we speak up nice and clear and get this done. So 2 down so far, 2 strikes. On the bat up. So what else have we got? Since so we've got Rebecca Bromhead having come in. She's now obviously fielding at 1. Brookie Tumu's slid across to 3rd, and with the introduction of Tini Lamatangi at short. So Bohemian Quinn has come in at right field. Courtney Walker stays out in centre, and I believe he has slid. Tegan Bromhead across to left field. So changes are plenty happening during this game. And down the centre from Hale for a call 3rd. Which will bring up the first out for the Saints. So in the box, number 55, Erin Blackmore. On the inside there, couldn't convince the blue. So 2-0. And a nice one on that inside edge for a called. 2-1 the count. And a nice solid ground drive out to right field, which will give her a single. And giving the Saints their first batter on for the sitting. So Saints chasing a bit. 5-2 lead by the Bears here. Bottom of the 5th. None out. So Kerry Simeon in the box for the Saints. First one down, called strike. There's the second. 0-2 the count on Simeon. And a swing and a miss for the 3rd, sending her back with no reward. So 2 down for the Saints. They will call for a runner. 2 down catcher. Not sure if they're going to get it, but so a nice pick-off attempt there, but no, it just missed by a millimetre or 2. Going down to 2. And the girl's unable to secure that ball at 2. A little bit of an overthrow, so she will continue through to 3. In striking distance now. Score that. So in the box for the Saints is Angela Stubbs. First one down, called strike. Swing and a miss. And a swing and a miss for the third. So not able to bank on that runner that was on. We'll be back heading into the top of the 6th. Okay, welcome back. Top of the 6th. There's the Saints in the box for the Bears. Number 43, Tanila Matangi. First one down, called strike. Punch down. Pitcher unable to secure it. The speed of Amatangi, she will get there and has done so. So runner on for the Bears.
Waitakere Bears have made a change here. Brought into the ball game. Here, sideline.
Okay, so we're just trying to tweak that camera, but seeing that we're down to one, just give you a bit more of the first, second area. So Waitakere are successfully stealing three, even though they got Taimai going to first. Just turned that little speed burst on and she went. So in the box, number 11, Courtney Walker. Dropping in with the change up, just inside. So inside again. 2-0 on Walker. Sorry, it must have been 3 though, so Walker will head on down. That'll give us now with the runners in the corners and bring us back to the top of the order. Number 7, Aisha Hooper. Time called. Got a twitch of the bat held, but called strike nonetheless. Through the change up, just fouling off the bottom of Hooper's bat. 0-2 on Hooper. So down low, they're not going to challenge Walker heading down to 2, not with Waitakere poised and ready to jump at 3. So runners 2 and 3. And contact from Hooper will bring another one in. Nice block by the catcher. So stacked up on here on Hooper. Driven down, going to short. It's a fumble. That fumble at short's cost them. Waitakere will come home. Walker will go through to 3. And Hooper will go safe at 1. So another run on the board and another run closer to home with the runners in the corner again. That'll bring up number 6, Tegan Bromhead. Driven hard and flat to short. They'll take Hooper heading to second, and that will be a head home, but nevertheless, Bromhead will go safe at 1. They'll call for the DR, so Michaela Cross will come out to run. And obviously the RBI brought in, bringing them through to a 7-2 lead now.
Don't distract her. God, she hates batting.
So coming out for a bat, number 16, Tori Talamahina. First one down for a swing and a miss. Gotta love this skill. Doesn't matter how bad it is, she's always got a smile on her face. So good hold down in the dirt. Cross getting a jump, having to dive back. On the outside.
Keep your head in there and go hard, girl. Just see the ball, Tori. Just see the ball. Let it go. Let it go. Eye on the ball.
So 2-2 the count on Talamahina. And got a floating change up for the third and the third out. We'll be back heading into the top of the seventh. Sorry, it wasn't the seventh. Bottom of the sixth here against the Saints. Another change being made, so Kiara Tomo being brought in to catch. Just on the outside. Down the centre for a call, 1-1.
Stays the ball game. She's now catching for Waitakere.
Got a piece, but then a foul back. 1 and 2.
Get out there.
It's on the outside. 2 and 2. Popped up. Little sink back. But Quinn will settle on that one in right field and take the catch for their first out for the Saints.
No, just stay down when she looks back here.
So next up for the Saints, number 7, Kerry Shaw.
Give yourself some room.
It's on the outside there from Hale.
A little bit of room, yeah? Punch up.
Nice straight down from Hale, just a wee bit low. 2-0. No doubt in that one, straight down the tram line. 2 and 1.
Time forward here.
Just taking a quick time, get some insects out of the way. Some fairly big cicadas down here that seem to buzz the players. So rise ball by Hale, couldn't tempt it. So better just resetting. And a swing and a miss.
Just watch the reach.
So stacked up 3 and 2. Driven down, that'll go straight up the centre, so she will go through safe at 1.
Pretty short. She throws one up the middle, safe at 1. I'll bring up the designated runner.
Yeah,
Staying
nice
Foley.
good.
In shirt 33.
You know the one we wanted.
Playing umpire.
One down.
Look like the designated runner on South there.
So time called by the Saints. Just having a wee chat. Just trying to get things settled down here as well for them.
And Downs takes one off the thigh. She'll go down to first base.
So just coming loose out of Hale's hand. Player hit by pitch, she'll head on down to first. So runners now 1 and 2 for the Saints.
Get it be up hard, Naria.
So with one out, I'm sure is going to re-enter back into the ball game. This is Lace Tangiao now.
Okay, sorry, just had to mute there for a second so we don't have problems with the music in the background.
One down here.
So re-entering in number 46, Lace Tangiao now. And straight down the centre from Hale for a called
Just
strike.
keep eyes on them the whole time, yeah? Pretty good, Bob.
7-2 the score.
Keep a rhythm. Keep
Good
a
numbers
rhythm,
off.
yeah.
Just on the outside. Evened up now, 1 on the count.
You want a cheeky
Sid.
throw, you throw.
So we're bottom of 6 here. Bears still up 7 runs to 2.
Come back, come back.
Punch down. Team will take it. She'll take the out at 1.
Julie knocks it down. Rebounders to make the play here. Both runners move 60 feet. Now both in scoring position.
So 2 down now for the Saints.
Someone going to make a move here for a pinch hitter.
Okay, so here we go. Saints just making a change, bringing a pinch hitter in.
Ball down low.
Yeah, Keith, so work hard when we know it's coming that way to get it around from up to down, yeah?
So want to know the count. Swing and a miss.
That rules the count now. One ball and one strike. 2 outs here.
Yeah, and you catch it, pull in. Angle.
Just on the outside. 2-1 the count. Not a bad swing, just got a piece, but that'll foul back onto the fence. Evens it up, 2-2. And a swing and a miss for the third and the third out for the Saints. We'll be back heading into the top of the 7th. We'll see you in a sec. Is Rebecca Bromhead. Threw a wicked change up then. Caught Bromhead unaware. She took a big swing, but it was way too late. Got a nice chunk that time, but that'll foul out over the third base fence. So 2-2 the count on Bromhead. Driven, that's gone under the glove of the third baseman, so a Bromhead will go through. And she will give us the first runner on for the 7th for the Bears. So next into the box, number 25, Karina Hale. Swing and a miss on that one. 1-1 the count on Hale. And dropping in behind second in the pocket there will give Hale the single and a move of Bromhead through to 2. So Bears with runners 1 and 2, and they will bring in the DR to run for Hale with Michaela Cross coming out of the box. Contact by Quinn, that'll drop deep in the centre and be caught on the full. So runners will still hold at 1 and 2. That'll bring back into the box number 43, Tanila Matangi. Matangi trying to lay down the bunt, just fouling back. I'll tell you, she was halfway down the line before they called foul. Down in the dirt. Coming off the catcher, which has done a good job keeping it in front of it. So 1-1 the count on Amatangi. And punched through the gap, which will move Bromhead through to 3, cross through to 2, and give Amatangi the single. Bags loaded now for the Bears. And that will bring up number 3, Kiara Tomai. Swing and a miss. Dropping short, but good work from the catcher with the blocking. On the outside, good hold from Taimai. 2 and 1. it. So a big deep punch out to right field. Caught on the full, but with Bromhead tagging up on 3, she will come home. So Tanwai will bring in the RBI, moving the Bears ahead, 8 runs to 2. So runners in the corner. And in the box, number 11, Courtney Walker. Driven down to 3, bit of a fumble. Walker's going hard. And got her by an absolute whisker for the 3rd and a side away. We'll be back in the 2nd, going into the bottom of the 7th. Don't go anywhere, this is home time. Okay, here we go, bottom of 7. Driven down to team at 1. Sorry, team at 3. The throw to 1 is good, and that is the first out. Number 55, Erin Blackmore in the box. Down the centre, strike called. Driven down hard, but nicely scooped by Isha Hooper. Flick to Bromhead at 1, and just like that, we are 2 down. 1 for the game, here we go. So, number 7, Kerry Simeon in for the Saints. Got a piece, but that'll foul down 3. So 1 on the count. Calling Hale for an illegal pitch on that one. And again, driven to Timu. Throw across to Bromhead, which will be the 3rd out and will be the ball game. Bears will take this one out, 8 runs to 2. Brilliant effort by the woman tonight. We will be back in the morning with the next game and starting to move through to the playoff rounds. Until then, be safe and we'll see you tomorrow.